Hey guys, D1scos here, and today I am doing my first impressions of the brand new PTB for Dead by Daylight. This is the, I'm trying to remember which one this is. This is the one with something Rose, orela Rose, I don't remember the whole name. This is for the solo survivor that's releasing after Kent County here. Again, shout out, I mentioned this in the last video, but in yesterday's video, but shout out to Orange for even telling me this was happening, because I had no idea there's a PTB or a new survivor coming or anything like that. He's the one who, he's how I found out, so shout out to Orange for letting me know. It's really taking sweet time, doesn't it? Still going, huh, DVD? Still no thing. But there we go. It's hard for me to get perfect, but you know, I do what I can. But yeah, I'm excited. So basically this video will just be me reacting to, of course, the, this video will just be me reacting to, like, you know, the killer and, like, what their, so this video will just be me reacting to the killer and what their, or survivor, I mean, and, like, you know, read their lore and whatnot. This shouldn't be that long of a video. Solo survivor videos are pretty short, sweet, and simple, because there's not too much to look over or go over. This one does have the added benefit of the new quest system, so that makes this one a lot more interesting than some others. What is happening? Okay. Oh, it's back when I was working on Xenomorph. Interesting. So, what's exactly new in the shop? Something for unknown, apparently. I'm assuming it's not. It's probably just... Yeah, it's just the... Okay. Where's the survivor at? They're sorry with some of them. Not probably gonna get her for a while longer. There they are. Orela Rose. That's an interesting picture. It's just them, I don't know, chilling. Orela Rose is a paramedic, which checks out based off of the perk names. So that makes sense. Who was a love for horror and a calming demeanor. Her personal perks: do no harm, duty of care, and rapid response allow her to heal survivors faster, give haste to other survivors, and see the killer's aura upon getting exhausted. And from my understanding, I could be wrong, but I believe she is an original survivor. I believe Orela is not a licensed survivor. Let's see the model. Oh, that's cool. They got some jorts on, some nice boots, nice jacket. They got some blue in their hair. I kind of like that. Yeah, they look cool. That's a cool model. Interesting. They have outfits showing up right now. So let's take a look at the outfits. Usually there's no outfits for the new character in PTBs, but they have one showing up. So we got violet clouds. So I see the coloring is over there. It's cool. Sea of green, rosy pathway, and purple mountains. So those are all for browns. And then we have warrior meeting. That's pretty cool. Her hair color change and whatnot. That's cool. Investor meeting. That's pretty cool too. And bank meeting. So those are her greens. Not bad. Oh yeah, that's right. They have like a new rarity system on outfits. So now we have a rare, uncommon. Yeah, so now we have a rare one now, which is night shift, which is pretty cool. I kind of like that. It's her in like a paramedic jacket and nice pants. I like that. And day shift, which is a little bit different. I like that though. Then we have nostalgic dreams, which is a very rare. This is a really cool outfit. I really like the coloring of it. I like that outfit a lot. That's really cool. Really sweet. And then her final outfit that's currently available that I can look at is Halcyon Dreams. This is a really cool color. I really like her two very rares. I like both of them for different reasons. I will say like the other one is really great. I really like that the one that we just looked at. But I really like the coloring of this one. There's just something about the coloring on this one that I just really enjoy. Do you have any like no, nothing's okay. Alright, so before we get to her, since she's Rift Pass, Quest, Store, Play. So they did change up this a little. Let's see what Rift Pass is like now. Not sure what's happening. What is happening? Why is there Jade as like a really old outfit? That skin is like from the last. What the fuck? Aren't these skins are from like the last fucking Rift? What the hell? Or are they from this one? No, because the ones from this one are the. I am confusion. I'm pretty sure this was. I am confusion. Because this Rift is yeah, no, this is the last one, because I think I have all those deep rifts, I think. Yeah, because I think this rift was like a... what the hell? I am so confused. I'm already confused. I swear I get weird stuff happening in PTV videos. Like, there was a PTV video sometime after Sadako released, where it did the Sadako, like, where it gave me, like, a Sadako trailer thing, and then I got that charm for view. I want to view this specifically. Unlock the Premium Rift Pass to start earning premium rewards. So, free is down here now, because before it was up there, premium's up there. So we got free, and then we of course have outfits. I mean, I guess the coloring of it is different than the one we already have in the game, I guess, but that's kind of it. Ascended. Interesting. That's kind of it. Otherwise, it's the exact same. This one. What's this one? This is this outfit. Okay, it looks a little different. And then this Jane. Okay, this Jane skin. This Jane skin. I am confused. Also, this whole thing up here is weird to me. What else we got here? The rest of those outfits. There's 12 pages. I wonder if they got rid of the extra page. I get why they did that for, like, the Twitch streamers or the YouTubers who out that play this game religiously, that, you know, they give them something out, like, you know, rewards and whatnot, but, like, the majority of people do not care. So I'm kind of happy we're back to just 12 pages. The cutie hook, pretty sure I have that shirt. That's a rare, apparently. Let's see. Oh yeah, this Jake skin. I actually used this skin recently in when me and Orange were playing at one point. That's a flat wand. I like the flat ones because they're funny, but it's also upsetting because it's like, I wish it was aiming. That really cool hack skin that I have. What else we got here? Page free here is that and that. Yeah, those. The Fleeta skin is not bad, honestly. Not bad. Not a big fan of this Trapper skin, but I am happy to have it. Gives me options for him. This Knight skin, like, I do like it. I'm just not a big fan of the mask. Like, when I first saw it, at least, I was not a big fan of the mask. So it's grown on me a little bit more. Oh yeah, this is really cool outfit. Okay, so page 9 is still looks to be the same. I mean, that's just fun. Interesting that... Not used to that ascended rarity yet. I'm gonna look at the nice skin again. Yeah. I believe I have that. Oh, okay, so page 10 here. So the first tier, it gives you 2 furs of the Blight outfit, which is weird. But at least that's how it'll look in the new system, I guess. The first 2 tiers are given like together. Then that, then that, then that, then that, then okay, nothing on 7. Then there's nothing on 76. Then another tier of 2 pieces of an outfit. I mean, that's fun. Then actually, this one actually finishes the outfit. Tier 77 not only finishes the outfit, but they show it all broken up here. I just noticed that. Does that mean... No, but the Blight... Interesting. So the Blight outfit here is still all parts but the weapon. On one page. But on page 11 here, you just straight up get the Fleet outfit together and they like have it broken up weirdly. Then the Knight Sword. Then we have your body. Then we have the... And then the David skin is fully together on the same page, so just get this David skin immediately. Me and Orange are not the biggest fans of this, of the body part of this skin, for anyone wondering. It's fine, it's just not really our... This whole thing isn't really our preference or type, if you will. Interesting. So there's 12 pages now instead. So there's 12 pages. So that ends at 9, and that deeper starts here and goes to 12. Interesting. So then to start 12 off, we have this super cool Hunter's head and the Hunter's body together in one page. Then we have the end of Plague. Then the full Felita outfit, which is this. And then it's just like an infinite tier after that, just 5,000 blood points, which is not much, but whatever. So where's the Hunter's axe at? Don't see. No idea. Yeah, so I guess that's how the new Rift Pass looks. The new Rift Pass looks interesting, to say the least. That was trippy. So this is a new quest system. So up here we got the Rift Pass. So these are all Rift Pass challenges, and they tell you like what week it is and whatnot and whatnot. Milestone here. So doing certain things will give you Rift Pass, Rift Fragments, and blood points. And these are just like things you can do. And then here's your dailies. This quest may be completed as your killer or survivor. So we got a blood point 1, heal or land basic attacks. And then we have breaking gems or succeeding at generating your skill checks. Interesting. So I like how the dailies now are actually going to be survivor oriented, because the old system really basically prioritized you playing as killer, because that's primarily what you would see ever are the killer ones instead of survivor ones. So I like how they have it set up where you can place either side and do the dailies. That's really nice of them to do. The milestone seems interesting too. And then also the Rift Pass stuff being paired together with that. You can pin, looks like, up to 15 quests, which is interesting. But yeah, so this is just, it's your normal, it's a normal Rift, but obviously it's more in line with other battle passes. You can see this up there. You know, unlock premium. I'm assuming you can still get the extra tier one as well, I would imagine. I don't know where, I'm curious where it is next. They mentioned that they moved where like all the lore is. Oh, here we go, the tomes. Here we go. So the tomes here still show up. You get all archives error. There was an unexpected error. Please try again. Please try again. If this problem persists, please restart the game or contact customer support. So, there might be an error with the tomes here in the PTB. So, that sucks. Hopefully that gets fixed. Oh, this is interesting too, that you can just see the, your build right here. That's interesting. Hi, Nancy. I really like playing with Nancy, especially in this game. Interesting, so the Tomes tab still shows up here as well. Here's the quest. Shrine of Secrets, there's a button straight up for the Shrine of Secrets here now. Store, chat, everything like that. Loadout, let's see what loadout is like now. Looks about the same, honestly. Blood Web looks about the same. This tab looks the same too. So now, let's move on to the start of the show. The new one.
Where are you?
Orela Rose. So apparently talks. Oh yeah, they mentioned they just straight. So they okay. So they they mentioned this, that you would straight up just get a perk for free, like already equipped. That was another thing that they were testing. So I have Duty of Care automatically, and it's a green for some reason. I wonder if they changed how I wonder if they got rid of, like, the yellow perk rarity. Like, I wonder if they changed up that or something, because it's already green, but it has one set. So we got Orla Rose here, a hardworking paramedic with a love for horror and mystery. Goddess Braids. In the wake of her best friend Emily's death, she committed herself to saving lives. So we got Chick Beats, which is alone in the night. She heard Emily calling to her from within the fog. She also has Black and White Blazer. The wedding was an opportunity to wear something formal but stylish. So this is the blazer, which is not bad. I do like that. I do like that. I like how it's basically just a different color version of like what Sherry has, like other Survivor shirts that you get for buying chapters. I like that they're bringing that back. They haven't done it in a bit. I like that. Mid-length shorts. I think Tari had that, but you know what I mean, like, they didn't do anything like that for Kaneki. He just gives a badge and banner, which is pretty cool too, honestly. And we have mid-length shorts. She entered the fog, never losing her cool, even as the world around her changed. Honestly, I like that. I do like that so far. Interesting, so we got these Ascended Cure stuff. And then, of course, we got very rares. Rares. A lot of rares, apparently. Uncommon. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting about this charm, the bloody token. It's literally just a blood point as a charm. I keep forgetting about that one. Interesting. It looks like yellows don't exist anymore, because there was yellow Interesting. So basically what they did, from what I remember, Orange can tell me what not is, they put a tier in between legendary and very rare. And they also got rid of, so, because it was, I forget, because I think before browns were common, yellow was uncommon, green was rare, and then blue, or purple, right, then went to very rare, then it went to ultra rare, which there was a few of that. There is also the, I think Orange might have some of that. There's like 2 things that I think are called like, that are like artifact tier or something like that, and those are actually like, really high rarity. There's only, I think, to my knowledge, there's only 2 things with that, and you can't even get rid of them anymore, which is kind of frustrating if they do that, but whatever. But interesting. So they got rid of the yellow color completely and made it a, so they turned yellow into green, and then green got changed to blue, basically, is all that they did. And then the Ascended, I think the Ascended rarity is an interesting color. Like, I really like the blue here that they're trying out with the rares. But this Ascended color, like, it's very similar to the legendaries. Before we kind of get in here, I want to look at a character who has a legendary. Oh my god, game. Game! I can't scroll! Oh my god, stupid. Oh, now I can scroll. Okay, that was weird. So let's find someone who has a legendary, and I just want to compare and contrast. Trevor does. He's wearing it right now. Interesting. I'm happy I did this. So, Trevor here, right, who's in a legendary as Soma. That's still called legendary, but it's this really cool, like, goldeny orange color. I really like that color. Oh, interesting. So I'm hovering over Soma, obviously. Interesting. So now it says, you know, it says like iconic, licensed, rift pass, all that stuff. But then it says new voice lines didn't match. Unique menu animation, model change. Here it just says license. Same thing there and there. That's interesting. So Ascended here, right, is, from my understanding, the outfits that are like in between the very rares here and these legendaries. But I think that's interesting that the Ascended color is very similar to what they did, to what they had done for the, oh yeah, that's just fun. I really like this. I really like the mask of this kid. I kind of want to get it at some point. Interesting. That's interesting to me. The way that they changed that. Load out. I want to see if I can't find like a green perk and like, or what used to be a green perk and like compare and contrast. I'll try. But yeah, so duty of care here is uncommon, and so it says you live by a code of conduct every day of your life and are all the better for it. When you take a protection hit while healthy, all other survivors within 60 meters gain 25% haste for 10 seconds. Haste increases movement speed. Don't worry about me, I've got a knack for bouncing back. Orela Rose. Yep. Then we have duty of care here. That's cool. So the picture of alright, I just read that one. But I like how it's like the, sort of the, it's like the medical sign. Then we have do no harm, which is her, which is like her face, and she's holding something, like a lollipop or something. Helping those in need comes easily, no matter how dire things get. When you heal in their state, they have their heal, go first and faster and gain first and pose for stinging injuries. So just look at me, my name's Orel, and I'm gonna make sure you're alright, Orela Rose. And then we have, that's trippy. Why is it like this? That's gonna, oh god. Rapid response. When the moment comes, you give it your all. Your survival depends on it. When you do a fast locker exit, you suffer from the exhausted satisfaction for 3 seconds. When you gain exhausted, you see the killer's aura for 1 second. Exhausted prevents survivors from activating other perks. Check out exhausted. Alright, you got this. 3, 2, 1, go. Orela Rose. Interesting. Wood web. Looks the same as... Oh, that's interesting. That's a little different. It, like, says if there's, like, multiple things, how much it will cost in total and whatnot. Now, that's interesting. But I did say I wanted to see someone who probably has other perk colors. That's what we're gonna do here. So, okay, so the purple perks stayed the same. The purple perks stayed the same as the fully leveled up perks. Okay, so now the leveled up, the perk that you, so now the green perks are blue. Interesting. I'm not used to this yet. Interesting. Bio. Orela Rose. Orela Rose grew up on Chicago's far north side in Rogers Park. Just blocks from Lake Michigan, her dad was a firefighter and her mom was a nurse. She couldn't help but observe how much they sacrificed to help others, and she knew she would one day do the same in her own way. Orela majored in hospitality at Lakehead University. Freshman year, she bonded with Emily, a girl in her restaurant management class, who helped her through her transition. Emily was a huge fan of horror movies, and she regularly listened to recordings of an old podcast called All Things Wicked, which is the name of a, oh my god. Where does everything go back to Michaela or Sable? Oh my god. Because All Things Wicked is the Sable chapter, and I saw Sable's name in her backstory. It's crazy how much stuff go back to these two characters. Like, Michaela is, like, mentioned a lot and stuff and whatnot, and then, of course, you know, Sable is kind of getting that same treatment also. It's just it's interesting. Oh, well. This night, the host Sable Ward often talked about the stories of a horror writer named Cliff Barra, who I don't really know, in terms of lore. That's so trippy that Sable and Michaela show up so much. Many were made into the movies in the 1950s and became cult classics. The art director, Alex DeMauro, survived the horrors of war and infused his macabre sets and costumes with a palpable sense of dread. Orela and Emily couldn't get enough. Well, now you get to meet Sable, because she's here too. And you get to meet Michaela, Sable's friend, who's also here. And the Unknown, which is a weird thing. God, this lore is getting so crazy. They hung out at the Hard Boiled Cafe, a coffee shop and bookstore with a 1950s mystery theme. They still have the atmosphere. They made plans to one day open a Fiends restaurant of their own. They would create a dining experience that recreated the horror stories, characters, sets, and costumes of Barra and the Morrow. A place where people could escape their humdrum lives to spend an hour or two living on the edge. The idea so excited them, they created a haunted house for Halloween to try out those same ideas. They commandeered an empty college dormitory to build the haunted madhouse of doom. On Halloween, dozens of students lined up to experience the terror of an insane asylum based on one of Cliff Barra's most celebrated stories. Orela led groups of laughing and screaming college students past padded cells and torture chambers filled with axe murderers, groaning zombies, and wailing ghouls. The shock therapy room, oh god, featured a jury-rigged shock table. Emily played the part of a right-ring patient wired up for a shock treatment. She wore a headpiece fitted with electrodes that would light up and smoke and spark once Orela told one of the students to throw the switch. They used the shock table dozens of times, and each time Emily would shake and shriek like a banshee, eliciting a chorus of delighted screams. This time, however, a frayed wire shorted out, and Emily didn't shriek, but went rigid as her face contorted into a silent scream. There were sparks and smoke and the smell of burnt meat. That's not good. Miraculously, Emily was still alive. Oh, thank God. After all, pulled the plug. They called for an ambulance, and that's the way Emily's breathing grew shallower and shallower. Orela felt helpless, useless, worthless. By the time the Tucson arrived, Emily was gone. God, oh no! That's so awful. The very next day, Orela dropped out of college and started training to become an EMT. She never ever wanted to feel that helpless again. Her parents were surprised but supported her, and within a year, Orela was driving an ambulance and saving lives. She had natural talent for soothing and calming those who needed her most. Both nurturing and protective, she had a knack for taking charge and bringing people together. Still, she never forgot Emily or her dream of opening a horn-themed restaurant based on the movies Sabara and Tomorrow. Working at A&T, she knew it would take her years to save enough money, but then one day she rescued John Kingsley, a man worth billions. Called to the scene of a terrible car crash. She found he wasn't breathing. She instantly performed CPR and restarted his heart with a portable defibrillator. His doctor later said he would have surely died if not for Orela. Grateful that, I feel like I've heard that name before, John Kingsley. Grateful for saving his life, he offered her to finance her dreams and gifted her an old building located at 900 Blood Lane across an old cemetery. I don't like where this is going, but this is cool. With financing in the perfect location, Orela hired some friends to help her design the most immersive horror experience ever. Screens in the Dark would open only one weekend a month to start. Each time was a completely unique set, theme, and menu. Soon it was all horror enthusiasts could talk about. People at the bars with the Tomorrow aesthetic, and many wanted Orela to open 6 days a week. But for Orela, it wasn't about the money. She was perfectly content saving lives Monday through Friday and creating for mayhem once a month. Understandable. Oh no, one time she themed the experience around a borrowed story about a mysterious fog. How does it always go back to this? It always comes back. Remember, William? It always comes back, Michael. It always comes back. They transported victims to another dimension. Some believed the words in the story were cursed and somehow made readers disappear. She laughed those superstitious off until later that night when a black fog rose up around her. She hurried outside, but the black fog was everywhere. She froze suddenly and called out to her friends. No one answered. Then she heard cries for help. There's more calling out to her from the dark. Orela didn't panic. She never panicked. She nearly assessed the situation and pushed through the thickening fog until she froze with a sudden realization. They sounded like her cries, and they seemed to come from nowhere and everywhere at the same time. For the first time in years, Orela felt a shudder run down her spine as she realized her dream had somehow led her into a living nightmare. A nightmare unlike the one described in Bara's cursed story. And as she processed the strange observation, the anguished cries came again and again. Louder! Observation! Louder and more desperate. Only this time, there were many different voices, and one of them sounded like Emily. Instantly, Orela shook off her superstitions and became all business as she urgently searched the dark abyss for the wounded and dying before it was too late. Jesus Christ. Her lore is crazy. God damn. Alright, guys. Well, that basically does it. I mean, that's all the major stuff to look at and react to. There's nothing. Whoa! Why is the Jonah mask not here? What the hell? Whoa! Okay, hang on. Oh, hey, that's cool. The coloring of the background. I like the new legendary color. That's trippy. Why is it gone? It's right. It's gone. It's gone from the picture. What the hell? Has anyone else pointed this out? What the hell behavior? Alright, but that's basically everything. I mean, there's nothing else really to react to. That's basically it. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share the video, ring the bell, do all the aggravated garbage. It helps us out a lot, and it means a lot to us. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.